Hello and welcome back to more Persona 5 Royal, where last time we met up, well, I guess I should say we were formally introduced to the person who is colloquially known by the community as Pleasant Boy, also known as the figure wearing the black mask that's roaming around the metaverse, also known as the detective who's investigating the Phantom Thieves, also known as potentially the son of the person who got Joker in the situation he's in the first place. Yeah, he's a lot of people. He seems like he's gonna be pretty important. So, and also, as if that wasn't enough, he's apparently critical to unlocking the true ending of the game. So, add that to the list of things I gotta speed through in order to get the Confidant Max ranked out before a certain date. So, we got a long road ahead of us in this game, friends. But for now, we're just gonna have a nice, relaxing day. If Morgana would let me move around him, thank you very much. Have a nice, relaxing evening, borrowing a pot from you.
I heard you're all having hot pot for dinner. Don't you know how busy I am? You guys go have fun.
No, I don't, because most of the time when I come in here, there's nobody actually sitting down here. Most of the time you're also just standing around there, so no, I actually don't know how busy you are. Please enlighten me.
On, right? She's a nice girl. Oh, I just had a chat with her.
Yeah, I know. You really shouldn't have done that.
She said your friend doesn't have anywhere to go. Asked if I could take him in for a bit.
Yeah, I was wondering when we were going to address that, because the whole point of us coming here was, begrudgingly, if he could stay, if figuring out if he could stay here with us for the time being. But we never actually asked him, so I'm glad someone took care of it.
I guess she thought it'd be too pitiful for you to ask, since you're already freeloading. Where did I put that pot? Yeah, try looking around.
Sure. Don't... Okay, fine. So I have to figure out where you put your stupid pots? Lovely. Do I have to check back here? Because it looks like it's just right here. There's a cabinet for kitchen supplies. What if there's a suitable pot in here? Isn't there one just right on the back table? No? Okay. I found an old earthenware vessel that should be big enough.
Ah, you found it. It's almost time for the others to get back from their shopping trip. So, I'll leave you be. I'll be down here for a while, though. Yeah, just be careful with the fire, okay?
And now, on to the hottest meet and greet segment of our show. After his last appearance was so well received, we decided to bring back this fine gentleman today. It's the high school detective, Goro Akechi.
This tastes a bit bland, but I'm relieved. A lot's happened, but it seems your grades haven't dropped.
What? Whoa. Wait there. Huh?
School's been going fine.
Well, I mean, since when was,
I'm more worried about you, sis.
Huh?
You're tired? You're probably lacking sodium.
Do I seem so?
You mean,
But hypothetically speaking, if these phantom thieves are real...
Okay, hold on. Whoa. Hold on. We gotta slow down. Oh, what? He's, pain. Okay, because when the guy, the stupid egg-headed, potato-head guy, when he first called freaking, when he first called Makoto into the I just said prosecutor's office. Yeah, I wonder why I said that. Into the principal's office. Didn't he say something along the lines of, your sister is a prosecutor, as like an admirable prosecutor or something? I swear he said something like that, and that's why, because it's her, of course! My two least favorite characters meshed together into the same bloodline. It all makes sense now. It all makes perfect sense now. Of course, this makes perfect sense, of course, that Makoto and Sei are one and the same.
I believe they should be tried in a court of law.
Yeah, you can piss off with that, buddy.
That's quite the statement. Are they committing crimes? Some people even say that the thieves are actually helping their victims abandon their evil ways.
What the artist Madarame did truly was an unforgivable crime. However, they're taking the law into their own hands by judging him. It is far from justice. More importantly, you should never forcefully change a person's heart.
Is it a crime to manipulate someone's heart?
Depending on the means, yes. He's absolutely right.
Even if it makes someone admit their evil deeds and helps make them pay for their crimes?
Why the sudden interest?
It's nothing.
Do you believe that these allies of justice exist?
Oh, of course not.
You don't need to think about such unnecessary things. You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Study hard and go to a prestigious college.
Moving up in the world is difficult as a woman. Yet you can't do much if you don't have the authority. I'll use every method necessary to make it happen. All you need to do is remain focused on what must be done now for your future's sake.
Sorry.
Now... Yes? It's fine. Oh, that case.
What must be done?
I'm just shell-shocked from the freaking, she's there in the, yeah.
Justice.
If those phantom thieves are out there helping people, I'd root for them, no questions asked.
What do I want to do?
Oh, I can't eat another bite.
Meanwhile, back with the Brady Bunch, well, that's a way to start the episode with because I didn't even pay it any mind at all. I didn't even pay attention to the fact that he said the thing about her sister, and I just let it roll off me. And now it's come back around, and it's just because I heard the line, I heard it. I'm pretty sure I even commented on it. Honestly, at that point, I didn't even think to connect the dots. My reaction was just more stunned, like, oh great, someone, because my reaction was more one of the ones someone was just stunned by the fact that, oh great, not only are you going to be coming after us, but you also have someone who works at the prosecutor's office. I hadn't even, oh boy.
That was delicious, Lady Ann. I'm sure you'll make a wonderful bride.
Sorry. I'm gonna have to borrow the sofa.
What's wrong, Yusuke?
We haven't finished our meal. What about the porridge? Or even udon?
Just leave it for next time, man.
She's asleep already?
It'd be weird if she wasn't tired. We should let her sleep.
By the way, Ryuji, how do you know An?
Huh? Oh, we went to middle school together.
What was Lady Ann like back then?
Not so different from now. Once we got to high school, we ended up in different classes and stopped talking. I don't think she had many friends. I mean, she grew up overseas. Plus, there's her looks. The popular kids hate her, the quiet ones stay away.
I see. So, what about you two?
That's a bizarre thing to say. So is he implying that because she's good looking that popular kids hate her because of it? Because that doesn't track logically. Typically what happens is the popular people, all of whom, typically speaking, share very similar physical attributes in terms of how physically attractive they are. They stick together like a goddamn cult, and they just thrive off each other. So that doesn't... Quiet Ones Stay Away, I can see. Popular kids hate her, that part doesn't quite track, based on my experiences.
Us?
This is a great opportunity to get to know each other better.
Let's not.
You know every detail of my past at this point. It's only fair you tell me every detail of yours.
Well, at least you're not presumptuous about it.
So you got nothing to lose, huh? Alright, I'll tell you. It's just a normal story about a rotten kid, though. My dad left when I was young. Ever since then, it's just been me and my mom. I was actually trying to get a track scholarship so I could make things easier for her. In the end, I just screwed it all up. Turns out I'm a pretty bad son, huh?
Under the circumstances in which you were living at that school, you are not to blame here.
Mom got called out to school for me raising my hand at Kamoshida. All the teachers kept hounding her for what I did, but she just stayed quiet through it all. I'll never forget the look she had on her face, though.
I'm sorry. With what Kamoshida's done, I think you're probably justified in doing what you did.
On the way home, she apologized to me for being a single mom and all.
So that's what happened. They say at school that everyone is equal, but in reality that's a gross oversimplification. I understand how you feel.
Well, when it comes to getting labeled, nobody's got it worse than this guy.
Is this about his past?
Now that I think about it, we never have heard the details.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Yeah, this guy. I have a strong suspicion that our pleasant boyfriend is gonna end up being the son of this guy.
If you keep this up, then I'll report about the money. Is that fine with you?
All I have to say is that you did it on your own, and it's over.
But I just did as I was told.
Who do you think I am?
No.
Hey, make this statement to the cops. This kid suddenly attacked me. Got it? If you even try to say anything else, you know what'll happen to you, right?
Huh?
Shut up. You're done for. You're gonna learn what happens when you cross me.
Yeah, so if he isn't the final boss of this game, you've bungled over yourself somewhere.
Excuse me, folks. We received a complaint about an argument here. Is something the matter? Oh, it's you, sir.
So what happened? Explain it to the good officer.
That young man suddenly attacked him. He shoved this gentleman to the ground, and this man got injured.
It's as she says. Also, make sure you deal with this so my name isn't mentioned at all. You understand what that means, correct?
Yes, sir. Hey, cuff him. Understood.
Just like that? No questioning, no anything?
Just listening to it pisses me off.
Wait, hold on. Question. Who reported, they said, let me read it again. They said they heard reports of an argument or something, right? Yeah, we received a complaint about an argument here. So, that implies that there was a witness at the scene that actually saw what happened, which means that there should be someone else there who could testify against his statements to prove that Joker didn't do what they said he did? No?
God damn it! You got an assault on your record just for that.
The woman sounds quite horrible as well. She stayed quiet this whole time.
Of course you'd think that. So, it's pretty clear based on what we just saw that she's being blackmailed through some kind of, something that he has all over her. It's not really her fault. Like, if it's something that could threaten her in significant ways, it's not really her fault if she can't do anything about it.
That man is just the kind of person whose heart we should steal. Who is he? And where can we find him? You can't remember, huh? Well, it was at night, and I'm sure you were in shock after getting arrested. I understand all too well the pain of not being able to remember important details of your life.
The victim's personal information is always kept secret. Identifying that man will prove difficult. Besides, the courts already made their ruling, didn't they? Even if we manage to get revenge, his past record won't go away.
Yeah, but they can be overturned.
I can't stand it. This world is so messed up. The weak are left to fight for themselves while rotten adults get away with whatever they want.
And those in power don't do anything to help the situation.
Can't we fix this, though? Nobody would even know. We just need to show the world what true justice is. We'll make them come to their senses.
You're right, Yusuke. That's gotta be what our powers are for.
Sounds good to me. The flashier our missions are, the cooler we end up looking.
You've all taught me so much.
Well, when we start at ground zero, you have a lot to learn. That was the shortest nap in the world.
Did we wake you up?
What? By talking right next to her? No, never.
Nah, not really. I've been up for a while now. Still, this weird feeling came over me while I was listening to you guys. It almost feels like I've known you all forever. Do you think it's because our backgrounds are so similar?
Well, it sure ain't because of anything good.
Similar, huh? I'm the only one who doesn't fit in. I don't have any past to look back on. No memories.
What do you mean? We could search the whole world and we wouldn't find a bigger misfit than you.
not having a past and not having memories are two different things.
And the reason we're going to Mementos is to get your memories back, right?
I'm sure your past will be just as troubled as ours.
No doubt.
We'll see about that.
I actually feel like I've known Morgana for a really long time, too. It's so strange. I can't really put it into words.
Look, I'm helping you guys out for my own sake. Don't get me wrong. If you don't get stronger, investigating Mementos won't be anything but a pipe dream.
That sure was a quick turnaround. 1 second you're depressed, the next you're acting all tough.
Suppressing emotions.
All joking aside, let's take this seriously. We should go as far with it as we can. I want to punish those corrupt adults and give courage to people in trouble. Only we can do that.
Ha! You can say that again.
Being a member of the Phantom Thieves will surely help me grow, both as an artist and as a person.
Again, nowhere to go but up.
Of course. You're under my tutelage after all. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Well, I hope we can keep this up. We should be all right with you as our leader.
Fine.
Whoa, it's this late?
I guess now's a good time to call it for the night.
Oh, that reminds me. The owner said you're free to crash here, Yusuke.
Joy, my eternal torture begins.
That's very kind of him.
Yeah, almost uncharacteristically kind of him, I'd say.
You convinced him, didn't you? You go, Miss Older Dude Charmer.
What kind of nickname is that?
I won't be able
It
to
honestly might be an accurate one because I don't envision, especially given after he acted around her yesterday, I don't envision another way where he could have possibly been convinced through reasoning to let him stay here.
There's a bathhouse nearby, so you can go there. I won't be able to join you though.
I don't know that he was eager to jump into the bath with the cat. I gotta be honest. I don't know that was fresh in his mind.
Great. I want to come too. How about you, Juan?
You guys go on ahead. I should get going. Well, good night, Morgana.
Yeah, I don't know in what universe you thought she was gonna say yes to that question.
Damn it. I need to turn back into a human soon. I can't let her get taken by someone else.
Trust me, Morgana. Like, have you seen the competition recently? You'll be fine.
Huge bathtubs really are the best. Juan's missing out.
It's a bit hot, though.
Old guys like it hot for some reason. I'm sure he'll stop eventually. You know, I've been wondering for a while now, but what do you think about On? As a girl, I mean.
Oh, good God, here we go. Why do I have to answer? She's a great teammate.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
I know it's not what you meant. I'm not answering it in the way that you meant to ask it.
Come on, can't you act a little more like a guy our age? Doesn't she at least look better than a celebrity?
I don't care what she looks like.
I'll be sure to share what you've said with On.
Oh, please don't. Seriously?
Yusuke, you don't want to cross that line, buddy.
That aside, we need to hurry and find our next target.
About that, though, is targeting famous people enough? Seeing people think twice about what we do.
Doing only what's becoming fruitless for us.
Okay, bringing down Kamoshida was not a short-term benefit for us. That was a long-term thing for everybody he ever abused.
We need a strategy to appeal to the public.
No, we don't, because what we're doing is helping. It doesn't matter if people hate us. What we're doing is helping people.
Oh? What do you got in mind?
Like, I don't. Do you earnestly believe that if you walked up to one of the people who was previously being abused by Kamoshida, and like, do you honestly think that they would say, yeah, life was, it's a bad thing that the Phantom Thieves did what they did because if they didn't, like, that doesn't track. You're trying to tell me that I don't honestly believe that if you walked up to any of the people who were victims of Kamoshida, that they would say they would have preferred the Phantom Thieves not do anything, because in that situation that means that Kamoshida would never have been brought down. I do not honestly believe that would be the case.
Do I look like someone who could come up with such a thing?
You useless.
I was an idiot for asking, but I'm on offense duty, you know? And Morgana specializes in stuff about that world, so... It's freaking hot! How much do you have to add until you're satisfied, Gramps? I can't stand it anymore! Anyways, let's meet up again
Can't you also adjust the knobs? Also, I feel like your skin would have burnt off at this point if it's really that hot. Oh joy, my favorite person in the world. Great. Okay, IM messages. Check out these pics. Let's check out the pictures I took today. Not bad, right? The steam fogged up his glasses, another of the many charms of eating hot pot, I suppose. Oh man, I keep looking back at this picture and his face is still hilarious. Oh yeah, Yusuke's still at Trevor's place, right? Don't come making any trouble for him, okay? Of course, I'd like to think I'm not that socially graceless. Really? Have you seen your earlier interactions in this game? All I can ask is a warm futon and a traditional Japanese breakfast. Yeah, that's all you can ask, apparently. That's not like that. Okay, so, well, it's nighttime, so now it begs the question of what do we want to do with our nighttime. And my priority for tonight is going to be to try to see if we can get a Faith persona and a Justice persona, because that's what we're missing right now. Right now, we need a Faith persona for Kasumi, and we need a Justice persona for Pleasant Boy. I'm just going to call him Pleasant Boy. I'm sure I'll eventually call him his real name, but for now, we're going to stick with Pleasant Boy. Because we need to be able to rank up his persona or his confidant, and we need to be able to rank up her confidant before a certain date, in addition to being able to rank up the counselors and the temperance. But we have counsel, we have temperance, I think we're on track with those, but we need to get personas for Faith and Justice so that we can actually keep progressing toward the training. So I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to waste this. I don't want to mess this up. I want to make sure we get this down pat, so this whole LP isn't a gigantic waste of time. So that's my top priorities tonight. The way I'm going to do this, because I don't think I'll stop. Tell you what, I'll stop by the Velvet Room real. Do I have to go downstairs to?
Turn in for the night.
All right, never mind. I lied. We're not doing anything tonight. We're going to bed. Awesome. You need to worry about breakfast with me tomorrow. I'll be fine with some grilled fish and miso soup. Fastest reverse card in history. Okay. Well, I guess we're not. Okay. Never mind. There go my plans. My plan was, well, the plan was to go to the Velvet Room. Oh no, not another one of these. Oh no, not again. Well, looks like we're going to the Velvet Room anyway. Just not in the manner that I wanted to.
The prisoner has returned.
You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight.
The bonds that you have reeled in are quite intriguing. In other words, they all have been unfairly labeled by society and are standing up against such fates. Have you noticed? They seem to have influenced you. These picaresque dissidents of society, deepen your bonds with them. Those will become the strength behind your rehabilitation. I look forward to it. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift. May you continue devoting yourself to further rehabilitation.
Great.
All right.
I'm glad that happened, I guess. But I'm not glad about it is that I couldn't do anything that night. I was really, my whole plan centered around being able to do mementos last night. Because what I was going to do is I was going to first stop by the Velvet Room to see if we could make any personas with what we already had. I'm guessing we wouldn't have been able to, but it was worth a shot. Then I was going to go to mementos because that's like the area for grinding. I'm just going to grind out some battles and see if I could catch some, I was going to say catch some personas. If we could get some personas on our side, and then return to Velvet Room and see if we could craft anything out of those, or fuse anything out of those. That was going to be the game plan. Now it's all been thrown up in flames, so we'll see what happens. I guess maybe we'll try to go tomorrow night, I guess. Because I really want to get those personas, because we can't spend time with Kasumi or Akechi until we get those personas, and we need to get them quickly so we can actually start progressing toward the true ending. So that's top of my priorities list right now.
Son's younger sister, correct? May I talk to you for a moment?
Great.
Is it about the Phantom Thieves, Akechi-kun?
The two stalkers meet.
You're quite perceptive. I was wondering if there were any points in common between Kamoshida's and Madarame's cases. There have been victims, after all. The Phantom Thieves need to be pursued.
You criticize the Phantom Thieves, yet you don't doubt their actual existence.
Oh, you saw that show on TV. Common sense can get in the way at times when pursuing the truth. Many details become logical if I think on the premise that they do exist.
Is this because my sister told you to do so?
It was just a coincidence.
Why do I get the feeling that you're enjoying this?
You may be right.
Huh?
Phantom thieves that use calling cards and succeed in their crime. As the so-called charismatic detective, it'd be hard for me not to see them as my rival.
You have such high self-esteem. So the Phantom Thieves are evil and you are just?
Compared to people who manipulate others' hearts as they see fit, I believe I'm on the side of justice.
Not a position you want to take when you are standing against people who have brought an end to the tyrannical reign of a known serial sexual, verbal, and physical abuser. I promise you, buddy, this ain't a position that you want to be finding yourself in.
Besides, I'm only using my natural-born talents for the sake of serving the world.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Don't you think the same about yourself, too? Oh, that's surprising. So you're just the good girl type of pushover.
So there are many ways to describe Makoto. Good girl and pushover are not any of those ways.
Oh, looks like it's starting soon. See you later. Give Sai-san my regards.
Well, aren't you just a bundle
Why
of
does
joy?
everyone get on my case?
It's such a delight to enjoy coffee of this quality.
You could stay until you find a place, you know. I can't promise it'd be comfortable here, though.
Hey, Zojiro, where was this hospitality when I first got here? You were like, shut up and do your work.
Thank you, but I'll return to the dorms. I realized something after talking with everyone last night. Perhaps it's due to my upbringing, but I don't know anything of the world.
Oh, we got that. Trust me, we got that.
If I'm to depict people in my art, I need to learn more about them. I must interact with them more. I'll return to the dorms and start over by talking with the people closest to me.
I see. Good on you for realizing that yourself.
There's no need to exaggerate. May I come again sometime to enjoy your coffee?
My doors are always open.
He's been through a lot too, from what I've heard. Are you related to him?
Huh? Oh, how would I describe it? We're just acquaintances, not family or anything.
I may be overstepping my bounds, but why did you decide to take him in?
My reason? Probably because he reminds me of my old self.
That's all?
You know how it is. Sympathy makes you do stupid things sometimes. Your art instructor, former art instructor, he must have felt something for you too. Besides just stealing your talent.
Truth be told, I cannot hate him from the depths of my heart either. I should probably get going.
That's just not true, because so the whole point of the metaverse is that you see the person's true desires, and that's their, like, candid, no boundaries, no personas, no facade. That is their true selves. That's how they really believe. And he made it crystal clear that he didn't care about Yusuke at all. He was only in it because he wanted to twist. I'm sorry. He let his mom die because he wanted to. Yeah, I don't. After what we learned that day, I don't know that you can really stand in the position that, well, he must have felt something for you. It's like, no, we heard what he said. That's not true at all.
Hey, you sure about this? The painting, I mean. It'd be a waste to keep here.
Even if I kept it at the dorms, it'd only be met with skepticism. I doubt it would want that. Adding a hint of color to an otherwise ordinary day. I'm sure my mother would have done the same.
I see. I'll hold on to it for you then.
Alright, admittedly, that's kind of sweet.
Thank you for the coffee. I'll come again.
Admittedly, that is a pretty nice gesture, I gotta say.
Hey!
Speak on the opposite end of the spectrum. Oh, you're finally awake. Jeez. I guess this one. He wasn't around when I woke up. He must be downstairs. Well, not anymore. He's gone.
You up?
You're finally up. You know it's past noon. That kid ended up going back to his dorms. He left this painting before he took off, though. Supposedly to thank us for taking care of him. How nice of him. I don't think he wouldn't sell it. He's an asshole, but he wouldn't sell it. It's rare to see a kid get acting so grateful these days. And this painting is amazing. Not only is the mother stunning, but the expression on her face. The regulars will probably freak out when they see it in here. I feel like I've seen it somewhere. It's a bit different from how I remember it, though. Well, there's a story to that one. Well, if you're up for the day, go on and get dressed. I opened shop hours ago, so go take the cat out somewhere. Yeah, the cat sure does love being dragged around in the bag. The phone is ringing. Thank you again for letting me stay the night. It wasn't me who let you stay, it was Sojiro. Apologies for leaving so quietly, but your rest seemed peaceful. After a great deal of inner struggle, I decided to return to the dormitories. Furthermore, I've entrusted this Sayuri to your protector, Sojiro. That painting should no longer exist in reality, but it is truly what my mother painted. I am simply satisfied that we were able to obtain it. And it was all because of you guys. I cannot thank you enough. P.S. I still believe porridge is the best way to end a hot pot. I don't care. I don't. Sure, we'll go with it. I have no emotional investment in how to end a hot pot. So Yusuke went home, huh? Oh, well, I guess that's best. I just checked the fan site. There's some kind of thread on there looking for info about burglars using the Phantom Thieves name. That's pretty lame to me. Oh, I saw that too. They target restaurants, right? I actually found a really interesting post on there. My brother has suddenly started acting violent towards everyone. I might end up getting killed at this rate. I wonder if it's because he got caught up with all those weird people in Shibuya. You think he means those burglars when he's talking about them weird people? Maybe too soon to assume that. The post said that he started spending a bunch of money lately too. Isn't that kind of suspicious? I wonder how many burglar groups there even are in Shibuya. Things really starting to get serious. I guess let's look into it. I thought you'd say that. But how exactly will we go about investigating? We'll go to Shibuya in the middle of the night and catch them all red-handed. No way, the police would totally nab us if we were out that late. Plus, it'd be bad if the chief knew you were out in the middle of the night. If they target restaurants, what if we drew them to LeBlanc? What? There's no way. Who would go after a shop like this? Wouldn't that cause a lot of trouble for boss? LeBlanc targeted. Seems like a viable plan to me. That's a horrible idea. Yep. I mean, you'd get kicked out of LeBlanc if we failed. I suppose I left the Sayuri there as well. I'd forgotten. How'd you forget something that important? Either way, I don't really want more thieves proposing us in the future. I wish there were some ways we could make an example out of these ones. At the moment, our lack of info means we'll just have to wait. We can continue searching for more information whenever possible, though. Yeah. I'm gonna try looking for stuff, too. Thieves unupdated, and a message from someone who... And a message from you. Okay. So now we need to think. So now we need to think about what we want to do. Cause obviously our priority, I still want to go to Mementos, but I think I want to stay there for the night, because nighttime is when you can't spend time with people, whereas daytime is your chance to spend time with people, is during the day. So, I think what our game plan here, but I mean, I don't know, because, like, we haven't spent time with Takemi in a while, but we also haven't spent time with Ann in a while, so I don't know what to do. Okay, well, so the plan is to either spend time with Takemi or Ann during the day, and then when nighttime rolls around, we'll go to the Velvet Room, see if we can craft anything. I doubt we will be able to, but we'll try. And if we can't, which we probably won't be able to, then we'll go to Mementos, and we will try our best to grind for money would be good, but also more importantly, grind for personas we can collect, and then try to fuse those into a Justice persona and a Faith persona, and if we can, also a Cherry persona. That's the game plan. I'm gonna hope it works. Beyond that, I got nothing. So now the question is whether we spend time with Takemi or Ann. And I don't know. It's really, we'll go with Ann. I feel like it's I don't know. Not done. Equip. Not stop. Nope. Not stop. Don't go. Just go here. Go here. I don't even need to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, let's go. Now we gotta figure out where, I guess first I gotta figure out where she is. Well, we found her. She's right here. Hey there, Ann.
Hiya.
Are you here to shop today too? Nope, that's not why I was here. I saw the blue card and I figured maybe she's here. The answer was yes, she is here. I'm thinking of going to see Shio in the hospital. Think we could maybe spend time together before I go? Sure. I feel like I'm becoming closer. Yep, we know. Let's do it. Why not?
Thanks.
I know I keep saying that we need to spend time with Takemi, but things keep popping up that interrupting my plan to spend time with Takemi. It's getting on my nerves at this point. But hopefully sometime soon, it'd make it a lot easier if we could spend time with Takemi at night. But we can't. Even though she's there at the clinic at night, we can't spend time with her, and it's kind of annoying. But we'll spend time with her soon. But honestly, my priority at this point needs to be the other people because they're more important to what's going on in the main storyline. and also to get the trending, so it's whatever. What should I get for Shio? I was hard deciding it by myself.
For real?
I have some big news. The double cream from that famous crepe shop is half off right now. But I probably can't take a crepe into the hospital, huh? I really want one, though. Think maybe Shio will want one, too? I doubt it. When she... recovering in the hospital, I don't know that she'd be super jazzed about that. I might be half off, but I should try to control myself. She might have rehab today too. I probably wouldn't leave a letter. Yeah, I don't know. Like when you're in a state of recovery from anything like that, I doubt that you're super jazzed up about delectables like that. I forgot to mention Shio started physical rehab. She pushed it up ahead of schedule. I think it's because I told her about how I want to get stronger. She said she was going to start working hard too. I haven't actually seen any of her rehab sessions yet though. Because that's the thing, when I was in the hospital when I was younger, multiple times, the last thing I wanted to do when I was recovering from something, whether it was an illness or something, like whether it was from after I had my seizure, or when it was after just recovering from a really serious illness, like that time I had pneumonia, which I mentioned in the previous episode, the last thing I wanted to do was eat. It's just not a thing I ever wanted to do. Like when you're sick and you're recovering, eating, your stomach doesn't really feel like it wants to get anything down for the most part, so I don't think that would have been a good idea to bring one to her. Oh, hold on. What now? Oh, that's not good. What's up?
Sorry.
Something just came out. That was from my agency. One of the models didn't show for the magazine shoot they're doing. They're looking to wrap soon, so I'm gonna head over now to fill in. Talk about a last minute notice. It's pretty close. I want to come with it. Actually, let's go. Where is she there? What? Oh, okay, sure. I don't think I should be coming along with this, but I guess I'm doing this now. We've arrived at the meeting spot. Looks like they're having a pre-shoot briefing. I'm so pumped to get to work with you today. After I saw you in last year's show, I think I'm gonna cry. Really wasn't a big deal, the fashion show was tiny. By the way, I'm Mika, and please, no honorifics. I might be older, but you have loads more experience, Alright, Mika. Haha, it feels a little weird saying it like that. Oh, and you don't need to use senpai with me. Anyway, it's nice to meet you? Likewise, you're so nice. Someone's got a crush. Hey, can you teach me how to be a better model? Which is probably, by the way, I say that, but I'm also realizing, wait, Mika's probably an adult. You probably shouldn't have a crush. If she's An's age, that's one thing, but I'm pretty sure Mika's supposed to be an adult. In which case, maybe don't. That's not a good idea. Can you teach me how to be a better model? You know your everyday routine stretches? Routines, you mean like singing in the shower? Is that all you do? Then what kind of stuff do you eat? I've been looking all over for a place to import some organic green. This is weird. I'm getting super tired of eating quinoa. Do we like boil in hard water or something? Oh my god. Almonds, I only ever eat those when they're covered in chocolate. And hard water, isn't it kind of tough to boil ice? Do you weigh yourself? Of course, once a year for health examinations at school. I'm starting to get a sense that this may not... So my initial impressions were kind of fangirling out kind of thing, but starting to realize that it might be a bit different than that. So you're gonna keep it all secret from me, huh? I get it. I guess it's hard to someone. So what's going on here is Mika is like operating the assumption that An must be doing something special in terms of like managing her diet and constantly weighing herself and things like that to try to keep herself in tip-top shape because she's a model, whereas it seems like An doesn't actually have to do anything like that. She's just naturally the way that she is, which I can imagine being frustrating to hear for Mika because, look, I'm not a model. I don't know what models go through, but I have heard that some people put themselves through extreme circumstances in terms of like managing their diets and things like that to make sure they're still camera ready for the most part, like the tip-top peak condition, because so that the people that are filming them are like, yes, this matches the over-sensationalized ideal figure we need to make so that people can look at that because like there was a whole Phineas and Ferb episode about this where the whole idea that what they do is they make sure that the models need to look in tip-top peak perfect condition, because the whole business model is you see the model, like I get that pun not intended, business model. The business idea that goes into this is that the people you see on the cover of the magazine or whatever the case may be is they're supposed to look like the ideal. They're supposed to look as flawless as possible, so that you as the consumer would look at it and be like, hey, I want to be just like that. I want to be flawless like that. So you buy up all the products that they sell to try to try to improve yourself as much as possible. But the reality is that they have their models go through insane amounts of training, be it through strict, inhumane diet management and things like that. Again, I don't know the specifics of it, but it's something along those lines to make sure that they can still maintain that condition for the photo shoots, so that they can keep generating more revenue from people that want to buy the products to make themselves look like them. So that's kind of what's happening here. Is Mika is expecting An to have that kind of secret that keeps herself in condition, but she doesn't. So yeah, this is not something I expected to hear about today. That's not that I just don't really think about that stuff. It has nothing to do with not trusting you. It's more than modeling just a hobby for me. That did not. that was the wrong answer. That did not help her. That did not ease the situation at all. That's so horrible. What do you mean you don't care about modeling for these guys? That's not. Oh God, what? That's not what she said at all. I love this magazine. Everyone tries so hard to make sure their product is the best. Mika, just calm down. Don't worry, we all know that you're giving it your all here. But you guys work so much harder than me, and I'm still the one getting comforted. What the hell? Whoa. The truth is, we had both you and Mika come down as substitutes for our missing Wow, what? Wanted both of you on the cover, but if you're not really interested. I didn't... Wait, what the... Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. We skipped like 5 steps. What the hell just happened? Okay, hold on. We need to rewind. Okay, so... rewind back to... So, I was following the conversation up to this point, where it's like, Mika thinks that she just doesn't want to reveal her secrets. And then An's like, oh, I'm not hiding anything, I just don't do that because I don't need to do that. And her reasoning is because I don't do this professionally, I just do it as like a hobby, so I don't really take the time to do those kind of extra fancy steps, which I thought was going to be like, oh, that's offensive to me because modeling is my life and that's my whole thing, and I treat this like the most serious thing in the world, so to hear you say it as just a hobby is like, oh, this is heresy. But then we go a little off the rails. So then Mika says, so they don't care about modeling for these guys, which could just be like bad faith interpretation of like trying to over sensationalize it to make her look bad kind of thing. I can get that. But then we go to everyone tries so hard to make sure their product is the best. Don't worry, which followed then in response to this, the cameraman says, we all know you're giving it your all here, to which Mika then says, you guys work so much harder than me, and I'm still the one getting comforted. I don't follow this chain of events right here at all. So, we're good up to this point, for the most part. And then we get to the point where you say, they're trying hard to make sure the product is the best, which I assume is just being like, they work hard, and you're just saying it's a hobby? How dare you? The cameraman's like, okay, calm down. We know you're giving it your all. That doesn't address what she just said at all. And then, because that wasn't a concern anyone had, and then Mika switches to, you guys work harder than me, and I'm the one getting, what the hell? And then, we go even further off the rails, and they say, oh, by the way, we wanted you both to come down for substitutes for a missing model. Where did this come from? Okay, wow, wow. You mean, you're so mean, do you really hate me that much? Wait, what the, wow, okay, oh boy, howdy. Do you really hate me that much? Keep it simple, you two. Anyway, you're good to go, Mika. Sorry about all this on. We won't be needing you today. What? Okay. Wow. So you're just a little bitch then. Alright. So now, apparently I stopped one line too short. So, she wasn't so, I mean, that doesn't really, actually, it doesn't really change things, because my thought was just that she was trying to, my initial thought was that she was trying to make An look bad. It's just that the reason for her trying to do that wasn't because she was, like, offended by her hero or anything. It was just because she wanted the job instead of her. Because they were both come down and she's like, oh, I wanted this for myself so I can get all the glamour, not you. So that explains why she wanted to make her look bad, and I guess put on the act so that they would make her sympathize with her and be like, alright, you can do the job, An can go piss off or whatever. But I still feel like we went a little far off the rails in terms of how we jumped from point A to point B so rapidly here.
Oh.
Wow, so you're just a little bitch. The magazine staff left for the photo shoot. You did not screw that up at all. That was her. That was all her. You're outmatched. These are shitty answers. These are shit answers. She put on a show. She put on an emotional crybaby show to make them empathize with her and give her the job instead of on. These are shit. I guess she's amazing at being manipulative. I guess. Maybe it's because deep down Alex is invested in modeling. She sees straight through that. I totally ruined this. You did not do that at all. Wasn't Mika's fake crying pretty incredible? She would not be a great Phantom Thief, so I guess by process of elimination, I have to say this. Because she would not be a great Phantom Thief. Maybe that's what I'm missing. I don't know, though. I think I'm pretty good at fake crying myself. I know the perfect technique. I don't think I've ever... I don't know that that's... I don't want to hear more about fake crying. I don't need to use that in my life in any circumstances. I've never had to think about this in the slightest. Keys, you don't actually cry. What? Really? Really? When you're fake crying, you don't actually cry? Really? I never would have guessed it. I think that I'll be able to use that ability to our advantage in the metaverse. I'll turn my failure today into positive energy going forward. Oh, can you now? Oh. Okay. Crocodile tears. Chance to force enemies to ask for less during negotiations. Alright. Sure. That happened. I guess. That was insane. Speaking of the metaverse, I'm going to try super hard in my work with the Phantom Thieves too, but for now I should go stop by and see Shiho at the hospital. Thanks for today. Bye. That was a day. That was a hell of a day. I don't... She invited me along for the most insane random photo shoot of all time. Wow. So what do you want to do about our next big target? Well, that's sudden. Well, after what that guy said, sitting around doing nothing just pisses me off. You're talking about Akechi, right? I know how you feel. And the high school detective. He'd have to shut up if we change another person's heart. I don't know that he will, because he hates the fact that we're changing people's hearts, which is stupid, but he does. You gotta be more confident about this kind of stuff. But he did mention that the police are starting to mobilize. Either way, I don't think we should leave Akechi be. It's the perfect time to meet and discuss what our strategy should be going forward. Let's gather at the hideout tomorrow. And message from people. Speech help, the darts. We're not playing darts. We're not doing that shit again. And speech help. Okay. So, as much as I'd love to increase my speech, I think we have to sacrifice this today. I wouldn't do this if you were essential, but I've been told that you are not essential to my success. Like, your confidence is not essential to me making it to the true ending of this game. So, what we're gonna do instead is we are going to, first things first, go to the Velvet Room and see if we can craft anything. I don't think we can, because I think if we could, I would have just crafted what we needed when we list. I keep saying crafting. I would have just fused what we needed back when we last had the chance to go to the Velvet Room. But so I don't think we actually can fuse anything. But I'm gonna check just to be on the safe side, so I don't go waste my time in the Mentos dimension for nothing. And if we can't craft anything here, which I don't think we'll be able to, then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to the Mementos dimension, and then we are going to grind out some things. Like collect a bunch of personas so that we can fuse what we need for the future. And I've been told, what is this? Okay, so register personas, explanations. What can I? So okay, so I can buy. So I can buy ones. This is something someone told me, is that I can buy personas that I used to have, from this registry, which I might want to do actually. Actually, wait, this could save me a step. Hold on. So we don't have a lot of money right now, but let me see if we can make this work. Hold on, let me see what we can do in here for right now. Okay, so one of the low-level fuses that you can do to get a Justice persona is Succubus and Arsene. And if we buy both of these things, then we will still have a fair chunk of money, because we have 7,647 right now. and I believe we'll still have like 2,600 yen after that, roughly speaking. So we should be able to do that. We can buy that and fuse our Justice Persona right now. So that's that taken care of. Now, after that, we need to fuse a Faith Persona. And one of the low-level fuses you can use for that is Kodama and Pixie. Now, we don't have a Kodama in here, to my knowledge anyway. I'll browse through one more time, but I didn't see a Kodama anywhere. But what we do have is a Pixie, because I used to have that one. And I believe it would still be within the price range if we get that. Yeah, we barely have any money left, but we can get more money. So, also, you know, probably would have been a smarter choice is to go by ABC. I probably should have done that. That probably would have been a better idea, because that would have made this significantly less frustrating to go through. But it's fine, whatever. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I think that's what we're gonna do, because we have just enough money. We have just enough money to do that. We're gonna buy all those things, fuse a Justice Persona right now, because I don't think that's the other thing. I don't actually know if we can, because Kasumi isn't someone we can spend time with right now of our own free will. She just kind of pops into the story whenever she arrives. So I do think we have time to actually craft a Faith Persona, but a Justice Persona, I think it's coming up pretty soon. So I think we're going to need to have that really, really soon. So my priority right now is going to be to craft the Arsene Persona, by you, then by you, and there we go. And now we should have just enough to buy the Pixie Persona. Yep, we have, okay, this is going to almost entirely wipe out our bank account. So now, well, before I do this, I need to consider this very carefully. Is it worth it to do this now? I actually don't think it... Should we do this now? Or should we save it? I think we should save it. I think we should save this. Because, like I said, I don't think we actually need to do this right now. Because I think we won't have to spend time with Kasumi for a while. So I think we can hold. I think we're gonna holding off for now. But because the thing is, this is always here. We can always come back here to buy this whenever we want. That's the important part, is we can come back here to buy it whenever we want. And then we can just and then we can the point being, once we get enough money to where it's worthwhile, and once we get closer to the point where we will be able to spend time with Kasumi more regularly, then we'll come back here and we'll buy this and we'll fuse it with something, and hopefully by that point we'll go to another palace and get something else that we can use to fuse it with a Pixie to craft another Faith Persona. That's the game plan. I keep saying craft. We're not crafting, we're fusing, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to fuse together the two ones that we just got into a Justice Persona. Okay, let's choose what we want. After Persona, let's use the skills, let's use this one. And that's... Alright, let's do it. Let's craft it. Here we go. And I'm going to try to use it this episode if we can. Because I think we should... Like, theoretically speaking, we should be able to spend time with him soon, I would imagine. Because he's going to be creeping into the story very, very soon. Also, this means we don't have to actually go to the mementos, and we can just go work somewhere and get money that way instead. Because the less we have to go into the mementos area, the better off we'll be, I think. Because that area was monotonous to navigate. So, if we can, I like to earn my money elsewhere. So that's that. Okay, so to recap, we still have Lovers, Temperance, Death, Counselor. So, well, the important ones, we have Temperance, we have Counselor, and we have Justice. The only other one that we absolutely need that's essential right now is Faith. So that's the only one that we still have to get that we don't have currently, but we have one half of the puzzle, so all we need to do is find something in a future palace run before we have to spend time with Kasumi to take care of that. I think we're on track for success. I think we're doing okay. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm screwing everything up colossally. I don't know if I'm doing this right at all, but I think I have decent reasoning for what I'm doing. So now that we've done that, thankfully, I don't have to waste time on going to the Memento, so I can actually do something useful with my night tonight. Now the question is, what do we want to do with our night? And to that, I don't actually have an answer, because my main plan was just going to be to go to Memento, so I don't actually know what we want to... I guess we can take... Because we could take Yoshida up on his offer. I don't really want to do that, though. I think it would be... Who are you? You're new. Foreign Barker. Hey, all, I'm going to steal your hearts. Oh, are you imitating the Phantom Thieves? Naturally, they're dope. I'm glad to see you're a fan. Things have been so down in Shibuya lately. I guess hearing about all these gangs. So I keep hearing about all these gangs. Guess Japan's not so different from my own country. Alright. See? Look at this. We have fans. This guy's a fan. This guy's cool. This guy's a nice fan see, this guy gets it. He understands that the Phantom Thieves are doing good things for the world. Unlike Big Brain Akechi over there, he's like, hey dude, they brought down a serial sexual abuser. Lol, they're the bad guys. Yep. Big Brain Akechi, back at it again. Alright, so I think my plan is going to be, because I could go spend time with Yoshida, I don't really want to because I don't think he's going to be that essential to our plans moving forward. But what we need right now, after what we just did in the Velvet Room, we need money. We absolutely need money, so we're going to go right down the street. We're going to go work at I ran past it again. I keep doing it. We're going to go to the beef bowl shop. We're going to work here. It's crowded. Oh. As it that asked and thou shall receive. The grace of Nagito Kamaeda's luck has touched me today. Because now, it's a busy day. We're going to get paid even more money. I see this as an absolute win. Means we'll have to memorize orders, but that's never been that hard before, so I'm not worried about that in the slightest. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it.
What did you say?
10 of customers coming all of a sudden. Yep. Medium beef bowl. Okay, it's the same start as the last time. Imagine if it was all... Okay, so I was going to say, imagine if it's all the same orders. I mean, it's not, but could you imagine if it was? Curry bowl. Okay, we didn't get that one last time. That's a new one. I mean, new in terms of it wasn't there for our most recent time going here. Ooh, that I think is new. I don't think we've seen that one before. Large barbecue bowl. And as usual, it's only 4 orders. All right. It's really easy to remember when you ask me in the same order that it's given. Like if they mix up the order in terms of like asking me what's the second person, then the first, then the fourth, and the third, or just mixing up the order, or even just kind of increasing the number of people that order things each time I came back here, that might mix it up. Also, his animation for just running around all over the place is hysterical. All right then. First order was medium beef bowl, same first order as last time. Second order was a large natto bowl. Third order was a curry bowl. Right here. And the final order was a large barbecue bowl. And we're good. Now give me the money. Give me the money. It's a crowded day. I want extra money for what we did here today. Whoa, good work. Seems there were a lot of customers today, but you handled it well on your own. I paid you a lecture today. Good work. All right, how much? Yeah, there we go. Nice. You know what? I think we made good use of our time tonight. I think we made very good use of our time tonight. I mark this as an absolute win. You're amazing today, dealing with so many orders. I'm sure it was rough, but I think you handled it all quite efficiently. Well, thank you very much. I like to think I handled it pretty efficiently myself. Yeah, we are ranking up. The game tells me that I keep increasing points, but I only see the fruits of the efforts once that number goes up from 3 to 4. Guess we should go home soon. I'm going to mark this day off as an unqualified success, is what I'm going to do. Oh, 19%. We're slowly making our way up in the world. Makoto. Oh. Even worse. Alright, I guess Shujin was in this direction too. Still, I wouldn't have expected to run into you at this time. Perhaps it really is fate. How are you doing? Better? Well, worse now that you're here. Relax as always, I see. I've been getting interviewed a lot lately, so I've been wondering how to answer such questions. I see now that there's no need to be surrounded by my responses. Talking with you helps me realize many things. It isn't too much trouble. May I speak with you again sometime? Sure. Maybe even today, if you are available, since I just got a recently acquired Justice Persona and I'd like to use it. I heard from one of my upperclassmen, apparently there's some kind of weirdo in Kichijoji. Even at a glance, you can supposedly tell right away he's bad news. You live it, don't you? Are you okay? Oh, you mean the old man in Harmony Alley? My parents were talking about him too. Doesn't that just make you wonder? I'm thinking I might try to look for him today. What? Don't do that. Besides, I heard he hides his face. Who knows what he'll do to you if he sees you? You're gonna end up in a ditch somewhere. I just know it. Did they say Kichijoji? Do we ever see someone like that? It just sounds like a rumor though. So who knows how much of you can believe? What do you think? That's not get involved. We have enough on our plate right now. What if he's a bad guy? If that's true, then we should do something about him. For now, we can just check it out whenever we have time. Which I'm sure will be nowhere in the near future. But I'll keep a mental note of it just in case, I suppose. Okay, no more chalk. Before I realize it, we're halfway through June. It's only it's the only month of the year with no holidays, and it's filled with rain. Truly a season of hell. I'm exaggerating, you say? Haha, you're all just ignorant. After all, what's falling from the sky is acid rain that can melt metal. Magic, let's test your knowledge and imagination. Oh, joy.
Give it a try.
When washing your hair with dissolved copper, your hair color changes. What color do you think it turns? Why? I don't have the slightest goddamn clue. So the thing that's got me stumped is that this answer can't possibly be, like... I didn't... I was... First of all, I wasn't even aware that this... When washing your hair with... Because it says when washing your hair with it, not dyeing your hair with it. So it's not... It's implying that the color change wouldn't be a deliberate choice. Like, it's not like you deliberately choose to use a certain hair dye in order to change the color of your hair to a certain color. It's that it happens just as, like, a chemical reaction kind of thing. But I was not aware... I've never heard of this being a thing that happens before. Furthermore, if it is just a chemical reaction, then it wouldn't be consistent. Like, for instance, someone with blonde hair and someone with brown hair are not going to have the same reaction to this, chemically speaking, because it would be two different colors reacting against each other. That doesn't... My best guess is going to be green, because it makes slightly more sense for it to be this than red, but I still don't have any logical basis for that, because I've never heard of this happening before. That is correct. By the way, magnesium turns your hair white and rust turns your hair red. I've never, ever heard of this before. Acid rain can't melt gold or silver. If you want to dye your hair gold, use bronze coins. I mean, admittedly, I'm not very well versed in advanced hair techniques, because I'm not very well versed. It's just not a thing that I've ever spent. That's a whole lot of time or research into. But I just never heard of that before. Thinking you could save money by skipping visits to the hair salon? It seems you still don't understand the horror of acid rain. Did you get the question? I wasn't even close. Maybe he actually is smart. I'm kind of surprised. No, I don't. I had no goddamn idea what the answer to that question was. I got lucky. That was pure luck. I had no goddamn clue. What the hell was that question? London once had acid rain on the level of stomach acid. More than 4,000 people died. Perhaps one day such a deathly rain will fall in Japan. Well, you're awfully pessimistic. My heart, too, is overcast just like the rain that falls in the city. Ah, rain. I'm tired of thinking of witty comments. Yeah, I'm tired of listening to this guy just yammer on about how he wants everyone to die by acid rain. He's a sadist masquerading around as a teacher.
Oh, good.
What's the difference? That's a joke. That was not a serious comment. Oh, good. You haven't gone home yet. Oh, yay, my favorite.
Looking for you. Could you head to the student council room right away? She says there's no report of a lost item, so she wants you to start filling out some paperwork. Just go. If you don't, they'll come and complain to me about it. The student council room is on the 3rd floor, next to the library. Got it? Why am I running errands for a student? I know she's the principal's favorite or whatever.
Nijima's the girl who keeps following you around, right?
Thanks, I got that, Morgana. Oh, boy, I don't... Let's find out. Alright. 3rd floor, next to the library. Where... Next to the library's down here. Principal's office would be somewhere near here. That's the library. Other door to the library's here. Is this the principal's office? Oh, sorry, not the principal's office. Student council room. That's not. Yeah, let's go in here. I don't know why it's the principal's office. I needed to come here. Alright, Makoto, what's up?
Earlier than expected.
By the way, this is just creepy. Calling me to a random isolated room in that pose, being like, ah, Perry the Platypus, you're ahead of schedule today.
Have a seat.
Please sit in my chair. That is totally not a trap.
Mr. Kamoshida and Madarame. Won't you tell me the truth behind the Phantom Thieves incidents?
Can't answer that? Oh, of course. There's no way you would admit to such things.
And yet you called me here anyway.
Have a listen.
If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff as the Phantom Thieves to start with.
So you think it's true? We'll be okay if we keep doing this, right?
What could all this mean?
It means you illegally recorded us is what it means.
Was it blackmail? Hypnosis? How do you corner someone into making them confess? Won't you tell me how you did it? You want to say that this doesn't prove anything, don't you? I believe that you three are the Phantom Thieves. Now, what would the police think if they heard my recording?
Well, first of all, it's illegally recorded, so let's start there. You illegally recorded someone else's conversation. Let's begin with that one. But second of all, in a world where now everyone else... We just met someone, actually, who was impersonating the Phantom Thieves, so... In a world where everyone else is running around playing pretend as the Phantom Thieves, wouldn't really be that hard for us to say we were just playing pretend. We were just acting. It was all part of, we were having a fun playtime session where we pretended we were role-playing that we were the Phantom Thieves. And you wouldn't be able to do a damn thing about it.
It'd be bad if we're put under police surveillance.
Morgana, there's an easy explanation here that would make her, like, I don't think you understand. She illegally recorded us, and all we have to say is, yeah, so we were just pretending, and they can't prove otherwise, because they can't access the metaverse.
There's no telling what'll happen to you, too.
This is your only piece of evidence, and it was illegally recorded, and it could be easily explained by just saying, oh, I mean, we were just playing pretend. This does not look well for you.
If you confess the truth, I don't mind just leaving this between the two of us. You'll tell me, won't you?
No.
That's the same as admitting to it, you know.
Okay, yeah, well, the option I wanted to say, which was that doesn't prove anything, because we were just playing pretend, it wasn't there. So I was left with the second worst option.
Go ahead.
Hey, where you at? Taking a leak? Let's meet up at the usual spot to hold our Phantom Thieves meeting.
That idiot!
Okay, unless you had that phone on speakerphone, there's no way she heard that.
As loud as always. But his timing's perfect.
Alright, 1, you didn't hear that, that wasn't on speakerphone. 2, it doesn't disprove what I just told you, being that we were just, we're scheduled to meet up and play pretend.
I'd like everyone else to hear this as well.
Go ahead, scream it to the world. You can't prove a damn thing. All you have is that little recording right there, which is legally obtained and doesn't do anything. That's your only piece of evidence. That is the linchpin of your case. That is your quote-unquote smoking gun, and all I have to do to instantly discredit it is, oh, yeah, so we meet up after school, we play pretend as the Phantom Thieves. Which is an easy lie to believe, because everybody else right now is playing pretend as the Phantom Thieves. You have not thought this out at all, have you, Makoto?
You take me to your friends.
I guess it can't be helped now.
What? Really? We're doing this? Really?
Oh. Is that girl a friend of yours?
What the hell?
Wow, I can't believe this is happening.
What's the meaning of this?
My thoughts exactly.
I had him lead me here. Ryuji Sakamoto, on Takamaki, and you're Kitagawa-kun, correct? Second year at Kosei High and former pupil of Madarame. I wanted to ask you all about this.
If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff as the Phantom Thieves to start with.
An extremely similar technique was used for both Kamoshida and Madarame, while those affected by their acts were just coincidentally meeting up. How could that not raise suspicions?
Okay, so there's a lot of other people that were affected by Madarame and Kamoshida that are friends. I find it interesting that you're only singling us out and not the other people. You still have nothing.
What do you intend to do?
Also, these people are idiots, because all they would have had to say was, yeah, we're playing pretend.
Have you come just to say you're going to report us?
Like, I think you understand. She can't prove anything. You need to be able to demonstrate how we did this, and you can't do that because you cannot access the metaverse. It would be so easy to disprove you right now.
To find us. The school can't have ties to criminals after all. And yet they turn a blind eye when it comes to suicide and sexual harassment. Those adults are just using you. I feel sorry for you.
I know.
Huh?
That's why I would like to verify the justice you speak of.
What?
I'm the only one who knows about you. If you prove what you're doing is just, I'll erase this.
She wants to make a deal.
There is someone whose heart I'd like you to change.
Who?
So you're not saying it's impossible. However, I cannot tell you that just yet.
Yusuke, why are you so stupid? Like, that was obviously a bait. Obviously, the first thing that came to my head was, yeah, so I don't believe you at all. You're obviously just trying to get us you're trying to bait us into saying, oh, in that case, I'll help you out. And Ryuji, An, Joker, Morgana, none of them opened their mouths. But Yusuke was like, what? Wait, you're on our side? Oh, well then in that case, I'll help you out. Please, tell me who you need to change your heart. It's like, you're so stupid. Ugh.
Let's continue our talk after school tomorrow. On the roof. Assuming you accept my offer, that is.
How did this happen?
It's just turning into a real pain.
You were careless. I don't think you truly understood how high the stakes were. Anything to say, Ryuji?
How is this his fault?
Why are you singling me out? On got recorded too, you know?
Wait a minute. Yusuke, you don't have any leg to stand on right now. You fell for the most obvious bait in history. Like, I don't think you understand how badly you got baited, my dude. You do not have the high ground in this situation right now.
I'm so sorry.
Not your fault either.
What should we do?
I don't really think it's not, if anyone's at fault here, it's Yusuke for falling for the bait, and Joker for not saying the obvious things he should have said to be like, yeah, so what, you can't prove anything.
That girl's got dirt on us.
A recording seems to be insufficient evidence, though.
First smart thing you've said.
And even with that, there's no way they could prove our methods.
Alright, no, 2 for 2. Can we make it a third? 3 in a row?
I think it might be a trap.
Regardless, this guy would be in real trouble. He's on probation after all.
Things would get rough if we didn't have our leader. And I totally don't want to deal with the police.
Then, we have no other choice but to go along with it.
Yes, it's best we agree. At least for the time being. We made a crucial mistake, but not a critical one. We'll just have to recover from here on out.
Yeah, my bad.
Ryuji, it's not your fault.
So, we doing this?
Everyone wants to.
Alright, we're meeting on the school rooftop tomorrow, yeah?
What about me? I could always sneak in if necessary.
That'll draw too much attention. You should just wait outside, Yusuke. What could she be scheming?
I'm so effing pissed. Do we just gotta do what she says? Considering what has happened, since we have no other choice. I wonder whose heart the student council president would want us to change. No matter to me. But there might be a reason behind who she picks, right? I don't care. I'm so goddamn pissed. She mentioned how she wants us to prove our justice, did she not? She definitely did. There must be some reason behind her choice. Please contact me immediately if you find anything out. And don't go picking any fights, okay? You are not in the position to be criticizing him, Yusuke. Why are you singling me out? I ain't dumb. Oh boy.
Hey!
Be careful. She's a shrewd one. We best be prepared for anything. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna leave this episode here. I intended originally to try to spend time with Akechi today, but considering how long that day lasted, I think we're gonna call things off here. But tomorrow, if I can find him, which I don't know if we even can spend time with him right now, I'm gonna see if we can find him somewhere. Because there's a thing back here that I haven't gone to yet. So I'm gonna check out Kichijoji and see if that might be his confidant card. Because we haven't seen him anywhere else, and that might be his. And I'd like to go spend time with him if we can, because we got the Justice Persona. So I'd like to give it a shot if we can. So that's the game plan for tomorrow is going to be to open with spending time with Akechi. We'll probably have another Kawakami session because we didn't do one of those this episode. And that's all I really have planned. It seems like we're starting to ease into more of the story kind of thing. Like we're starting to shift back away from free time, kind of do whatever you want mode, more into, okay, the story's going to focus in down the linear path again as we approach the next palace kind of thing. Because that's kind of how it is like you go down the linear path of leading up to the palace, then you do the palace, and then then after you clear it out, it opens up again, so you can kind of do more of what you want, and then you focus down again for the next palace, etc., etc., etc. So it seems like we're starting to focus back in on the palace moving forward. So that's the game plan for tomorrow, and then we'll see what else happens after that. Oh, also, we might actually, depending on how far we get, which we might, if we get far enough, we might also get to see the results of the lottery, which I don't know if we'll win, but it'd be cool if we did, so maybe we'll see how that happens. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Catch you all tomorrow for some more Persona 5 Royal. Goodbye.